Welcome to B'nai Jacob 101, your cram session and guide to being a part of our congregation. Last time we began to review some of the honors that are part of our services. Today I have some members of our congregation to show us what happens when you receive one of the great honors, and that is to be called up to the Torah, what is called an Aliyah. The word Aliyah means to be called up, and there are several different aliyot that are given throughout the Sabbath and festival service, as well as our weekday services. If you're given the honor, the first thing that you'll need to know is that the Gabbai, the executive director, will come up to you and ask for your Hebrew name. If you know your Hebrew name, you'll give it to him. You need to give him first your first name. In this case, our person today, Samuel Levinson, his Hebrew name is Yosef. He is the son of his father, Katriel. And you'll tell the executive director, the Gabbai, your name. If you don't know your name, don't panic. Just tell him, I'm not 100% certain. And at that point, the Torah reader, if you still would like to have an Aliyah, could come up with a name temporarily for you. When we had got your name and we're ready to call you up, you will hear the following. Yamod, which means come forward, Yosef ben Katriel. And then you receive what number Aliyah you're being called up for. It could be the third, the fourth, the fifth, and if it is one of those, it'll say Shlishi, the third, Revi'i, the fourth, or Chamishi, the fifth. The first and the second Aliyahs are special Aliyahs. Those are given to members of the priestly family. We'll talk about that in another B'nai Jacob 101 crash course. When the person is called up to the Torah reader then will show him the section that it's about to be read. The person receiving the Aliyah will take his talit and kiss that section, and then begin the first of the two blessings that the person receiving the Aliyah does.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach.
The congregation responds to that call, Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Leolam Va'ed.
And then continues,
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Bahar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Manu Et Torato Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
After the completion of the blessing, the Torah reader then reads the section. When he completes the section, the person receiving the Aliyah then kisses the section that we just completed and does the second blessing.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Natan Lanu Torah Emet V'Hayed Olam Nata B'Toheinu Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
When the Aliyah is finished, the person doesn't go off right away, but goes basically to what we like to call the off-deck circle, goes a little bit to the side. It's an indication that the person receiving the Aliyah is reluctant to leave the presence of the Torah. And then we call the next person. The person that received the Aliyah just now will be given a blessing called the Mishiberach. And the Gabbai, or the Torah reader, will sing that and chant that. It is, may he who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, bless so-and-so who's been called to the Torah, him, his family, and friends. And we also at that point could also add for someone who is ill, or for any great occasion, for a bar mitzvah, a wedding celebration, an additional blessing in honor of the person who is just called. When the following Aliyah is completed, at that point, the person who received the Aliyah now goes back to their seats. They shake hands with the Torah reader, as well as the other people that are up on the bima, the platform. They will hear Yasher Koach, which means, may your strength be firm. They shake hands. The proper greeting is Baruch Tiyeh, blessings to you. And then they return back to their seat. Now next time, we'll look at Hagba and Galila, lifting and dressing the Torah. It's not as hard as it looks, and it's actually considered to be one of the greatest honors on the Sabbath morning worship. If you have a question you would like to have answered in a future B'nai Jacob 101, drop us a line at charlestonrabbi@yahoo.com. See you next time.